Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is July 16th, 2021. This is episode 346. Space Pirate Captain Harlock is what we're looking at today. This comes out from Ablaze. It's the number 2 in the arc. I think it's going to be 3 issues. I'm not quite sure. And I don't see a price on here. Let's see what's on the back. $3.99 comes on a whopping $3.99. So we get a shot of Captain Harlock, and you can know it's him because he's got the scar there. There's another gentleman in this that's sort of wearing the same thing and kind of looks the same, but the captain has the scar there. Okay, let's take a quick look to see who worked on this. The story is by Leiji Matsumoto, Jerome Alquia. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And the art is by Jerome Alquia. Letters by Desi Ciente. And the cover artists are Mirka Andolfa. And I believe that's who it is on this one. And there's some other ones here too. I believe that might be Mirka's work. Yes. All right, so let's get into it. Ablaze has been putting out some pretty good stuff lately. I did the Sumerian, the latest one from that yesterday, the Man-Eaters of Zambula, and I like that as well. So they're putting out some nice packages. This is no slouch in its own right. It is more like a manga than it is a regular comic. That kind of style within here. So we got this little book here. This is just kind of a title page. The Arcadia is the ship of Captain Harlock's, the spaceship. And he's been trying to stave off this alien attack on the Earth from a group called the Mazons. And they had landed on Earth in the Arctic and also in the Amazon. And that's where we get the Amazon name from, basically, from these gigantic female-looking creatures. I'm not sure if they're all female or if they're just some kind of alien look-alike of a female, but they look like females. But they're very, very gigantic. Most of them that they have found on Earth are frozen, and there was a big battle in the last issue on the Arctic where they had a lab up there, and they had discovered these Mazons underneath the lab, and they had accidentally maybe on purpose, I can't remember exactly, activated them so they came back to life. So we've got the Professor Eimer here, who was one of the lone survivors of that Arctic attack, and he's trying to convince, I think this is supposed to be like the United Nations, I'm not quite sure, of the perils that are coming up. They're more worried about getting supplies because the temperature is dropping all over the world. They're having a global cooling. And they're saying they're blaming the shortages on Captain Harlock, which may or may not be true, but he's not getting any help from these guys. So they come up with a plan to steal some kind of tablet that it has some important information. The Mazons had taken it and stowed it in a museum. They said it was too important for the professor or for the world to just have. They wanted a museum, so they have to. Captain Harlock's crew has to break it out because they want to transcribe what the information that's on this tablet that they got from the Arctic. And so we spent a few pages doing this, and then you can see the manga style type stuff in here. You've got the comic relief from part of the crew. As you can see here, he's flying a bunch of remote controlled planes. So they get the tablet, they're able to use the ship's computer to translate the information, and it tells them to head for South America, and so they do. They get in the ship and head on down to South America, and in the depths of the forest, the Amazon, they flow. It was kind of cool as they fly over the, I don't know if you can really see it, but the hieroglyphs that are in Peru, the hummingbird, the spider. There's another one I can't think of at the top of my head. But they figure out one of them is a Mazon signal or glyph, hieroglyph. So they make their way through the jungle to this, what they find is a gateway, and suddenly the Mazons that are in the forest that aren't frozen come out and basically are trying to stop them. They get in a little bit of a battle here, which is pretty good action here. They're able to get the gate open and go inside and close it behind them. They make their way down. They find the spaceship. It's very cold inside, and that's what's keeping everybody frozen. The Mazons they're finding down here. Now this person here was killed in the first issue, but somehow she's back and she's in the ship. She's been recreated somehow, and it's the professor's girlfriend, and he gets all excited. But she says that I'm here to stop the Mazons, and if I have to wipe out the whole Earth to do it, I'm going to do so. So that creates another war going on. A little battle underneath. As you can see, one of the Mazons is coming out to attack them. I'm not sure how they create more Mazons. It's not brought up, but they're able to send everything to a freeze. The professor himself gets frozen though as well. Unfortunately, they hightail it out of there. The ship's able to come down, pick them out of this cave, and that's where we kind of end the next one. So there's a group of Mazons that are heading for Earth that they have to deal with still. They fought the ones in the Arctic and the ones in the Amazon, so that's what's left. I believe it's just one more issue. This is a recommend, by the way. I think that's a really nicely done package. You get some sample sketch art here. We're going to take a look at the cover gallery of all the other covers that were given out on this one, and we get a look at issue number 3. Okay, and I'm assuming this is the last one. Here's the blurb for it. Harlock and the Arcadia, that's the ship, race against the clock and around the Earth to find anyone who can help them face the newly unleashed Mazon threat head-on and prevent the planet's destruction before the enemy fleet even arrives. So there you go. And like for all ablaze, we always get like a panel out of the actual interiors here, and they put it on the back there. Head to the location, Yataran, maximum speed. So that's the Captain Harlock giving that bit, that whatever you want to command. Okay, so let me go ahead and give this good excavating seal of approval, given out only by Indie Comics Jones on this particular channel. Thanks for stopping by and listening to this review. As always, please like, please subscribe, please leave comments, and we'll see you next time at the Temple of Tomes. Got a few more comics to go and some other things to do. So I'm going to try to fill it up as much as possible, something each day. So hopefully I can do that. All right. You take care. This is Indie Comics Jones from the Temple of Tomes bidding you adieu.